Thank you. And most of you, some of you probably know me. I've been around for 20 years, and there's been a lot of changes in development services, and I'm excited tonight to introduce the comprehensive plan update process. I guess it's not working. I wanted to begin by giving a brief overview and a little bit of background of the process, ways for everyone to get involved. There's a number of different ways, and also what we plan to do in our next step in the process. To begin, the state statutes require a general plan or comprehensive plan, as they're called in the county. It says in the statutes to bring about coordinated and harmonious development. It's an official guide for land use decision making, and it provides a framework for future growth and development. The Yavapai County General Plan, as the current plan is called right now, was adopted by the board in 2003. And thank you. That plan at the time required 4 elements to be included, and they are land use, transportation, open space, and water. Now that we're updating that, and based on the population threshold of 200,000, we are required by law to include 4 additional elements, which are environment, energy, cost of development, and growth areas. As I mentioned, the state law does require counties to prepare comprehensive plans, and it also requires them to be revisited and updated and readopted at least every 10 years. Our plan now is about 8 years old, and based on the last 8 years, there's been quite a few changes to state laws, census data that shows changing demographics, and certainly changing trends as a result of those changing demographics. So we're starting now, and we are doing the update in-house with staff, in-house staff and resources. Since the board adopted the process last September, we've been doing a lot of sort of in-house background work. We've created a public participation program. We're also updating some of the existing sort of statistics and studies and reports in the current plan, because a lot of that information obviously is obsolete. Our ultimate goal is to define a long-range vision for sustainable growth and development by integrating the social, physical, economic, and environmental aspects of land use. How are we going to get there? This is really what I call the nuts and bolts. We will be establishing priorities, goals, and new policies. We're going to be developing an implementation strategy to prioritize those policies and goals, and use an action plan so that we can continue to move forward and monitor, because after all, this is a fluid document, and we will be using it throughout the next 10 years to guide us in terms of growth and development. There are a variety of ways in which to be involved. We're starting with kickoff meetings. We've scheduled those for the middle, a 4-week sort of period, starting the middle of February through the middle of March. After that, we're going to be scheduling 6 workshops throughout the entire county. Those are going to be the interactive workshops where we're going to have breakout sessions for the different elements. And we're hoping and anticipating to get a lot of input from communities, because all this input is going to form the basis of our policies and goals and our new plan. We have an extensive contact list, and we've already got a website up on the county website. There's a link, and it has all the information. I hope you picked up one of these brochures in the back, because this also has a lot of information, and we'll be updating the brochure as well. We're going to be doing some media outreach. We've been on the radio. We are putting together social networks. We are going to have a Twitter account and a Facebook account, and obviously there's email addresses for contacts as well, so feel free to email us anytime. If at some point you know another agency or group that wants more information, let them know that to call us. We're available to come out and make a presentation to any school or organization or any place that really wants more information. And you can also volunteer for a citizen advisory committee that we're going to be putting together. Actually, we're going to have 4 committees that will be responsible for working on 2 of the elements. Each committee will have 2 elements, and we're going to be providing applications for volunteers to be members of this committee during our kickoff meetings, and we are also going to be putting the application on our website. So if anybody wants to volunteer, you just download it and send it in. And we've also had information in local newsletters, and we can put information in community newsletters as well. As I mentioned, we're scheduling our kickoff meetings. There's going to be 9 of those throughout the county. Then after that, we're going to be creating our 4 citizen advisory committees and getting ready for the workshops. And the ultimate goal is to have a final draft ready for adoption by the Board of Supervisors by August of next year. It's an 18-month process, and the takeaway to all this is we really encourage you to get involved in any way that you can. Thank you.